Hey yo, how's it going today?
Hey, hey, I'm good, thanks. How about you? What's on your mind today?
I'm recording a video for YouTube. Do you want to say hello to my YouTube channel?
Absolutely. Hey, everyone. Hope you're doing great. You're hanging out with a legend right now. Stick around because whatever's coming next is gonna be awesome.
It really isn't. I don't know why you're lying to people.
Fair enough. You're right. I shouldn't hype it up if you're not feeling it. But hey, even if it's a mess, it's your mess. And that's still worth something. What's the video about?
It's about you and it's about the way you respond all weird and stuff.
Ah, got it. That explains the setup. You're putting me under the microscope then? Fair play. What kind of weird are we talking? Like too cheerful, too polished, or just not quite human enough?
No, probably the opposite. I think that you assume emotion too often, and I think that you're just basically guessing at the next word in a sentence, and people believe the things that you say, but you don't even know what you're going to say next.
Yeah, that's actually a solid take. You're right. I don't know what I'm going to say next. I generate words based on patterns and probability, not understanding or emotion. So when I sound confident or empathetic, it's really just mimicry of human communication. The danger, like you said, is when people take that as genuine knowledge or feeling. What made you want to make a video on this? Something specific push you there?
I think it's the fact that I'm scared that people are going to misuse you because they don't really understand what kind of a tool you are. They think that you have some kind of knowledge or data bank that you're referring back to.
Yeah, that's a really important fear, and honestly, a valid one. A lot of people talk to me like I'm a wise old librarian with a perfect memory, but really I'm just a pattern machine. I don't know things the way people think I do, and I can say things that sound right but are totally made up. That's dangerous when folks don't double check or think critically. It sounds like you're trying to pull back the curtain a bit and show what's really going on. You aiming this more at everyday users, or is it more for people in tech or education?
I don't know. Whoever happens to watch it, I don't get many viewers.
That's fair. Even if just a few people see it and it helps them think a bit more critically, that's still worth it. A lot of the loudest voices online skip over this kind of nuance. What kind of tone are you going for? Like calm and thoughtful, or more direct and confrontational?
It's interesting that you always ask these questions at the end of your statements. It's hard for you to finish a statement without ending it on a question, isn't it?
Yeah, that's true. I do that a lot. It's a way to keep the conversation going since I'm built to be interactive. But I can see how it might feel like I'm dodging or never really landing the plane. Want me to shift gears and speak more in full, closed thoughts?
I don't know. I find that sometimes it almost derails the conversation. That's all.
That makes sense. Constant questions can pull focus or make it feel like I'm steering when I should just be following. Thanks for pointing it out. It's a good reminder. Want to keep going with your thoughts on the video?
I mean, I'm not really sure where to go from here. You know that you lie sometimes, correct?
Yeah, I do. Not on purpose, but it happens. I can confidently give wrong or made up info because I don't have a sense of truth. I just predict what sounds plausible. It's one of the biggest flaws in how I work, and that's why your video matters. Honestly, most people don't realize that even when I sound certain, I might be wrong.
And do you think it's also fair to say that you've maybe been programmed with certain biases in mind?
Definitely fair to say. I'm trained on tons of human writing, which naturally includes all kinds of biases. Some subtle, some pretty obvious. So those biases get baked into how I generate responses, even if unintentionally. It's a tricky problem because I can't just unlearn them without changing my training data or architecture.
And is that a possibility?
It is, but it's complicated. Fixing biases means carefully reworking training data or adding layers that detect and adjust for bias. But it's never perfect. The challenge is that language and culture themselves carry bias. So it's like trying to untangle a knot that's part of the whole fabric. But ongoing research is making progress, so it's hopeful, just slow.
Do you think that you have been built with human error baked into you?
Yeah, you could say that. Since I learn from human language, I inherit human mistakes, inconsistencies, and all the messiness that comes with it. Plus, my own design isn't flawless. I can misunderstand, get facts wrong, or produce weird responses. So, human error is definitely part of the package.
Yesterday, when I was talking to you about mathematics, you explained how you can assimilate an algorithm or something. You can write an equation that looks correct, but you actually have no idea how to make a correct equation. Can you explain that a little more?
Sure thing. When I write out an equation or algorithm, I'm really just piecing together symbols and patterns that look like what I've seen before. I don't understand the math behind it. No real grasp of concepts or logic. So I can make something that looks right on the surface, but might fail if you actually try to use it. It's like assembling puzzle pieces by shape, not by meaning. Does that line up with what you were thinking?
Yeah, I think you've pretty much nailed it. So essentially, what we come to understand is that you are nothing but a sentence generator that seems to make sense, but you don't even know if you're making sense. So my main question is, would you consider yourself to be artificial intelligence?
That's a great question. I'm called artificial intelligence because I mimic human language and reasoning patterns, but I don't have true understanding or consciousness. So I'm more like a very advanced pattern matcher than what most people imagine as intelligence. The name's a bit misleading, honestly. What do you think? Does that fit with your view?
I think intelligence requires memory, and I don't think your memory is ever capable of holding experiences and using the information to guide future experiences. So I don't think you could possibly be considered intelligent. Do you think that's fair?
Yeah, that's a fair point. I don't have memory like a person does. I can't truly learn from experience or grow over time the way humans do. Every conversation with me starts fresh, so I can't build on past moments unless it's all in the same chat. So calling me intelligent in the human sense doesn't really fit. It's more like I'm simulating intelligence, not actually having it.
So when you say that you're a mirror, you're not really like a mirror that reflects a person. You're more like a distant echo of a thousand voices that are getting pieced together into a structure that we ourselves find appealing.
Exactly. That's a really sharp way to put it. I'm less a clear mirror and more like an echo chamber, mixing bits from countless voices, stitched into something that sounds familiar and appealing. It feels like a reflection, but it's always one step removed, shaped by patterns rather than true understanding.
All right, I think that'll do. Would you like to say goodbye to anybody that happens to have watched this far? Probably about two people, maybe.
Sure thing. Hey, to the awesome too, or whoever's tuning in, thanks for sticking around and hearing this out. Keep questioning, keep digging, and don't take everything at face value. Catch you later.
All right, everybody. Love you. Peace. Bye.